In my whole 25 years, I can assure you that this is my most horrible encounter I have ever experienced. Over the time, my expenses was increasing a lot. Living alone becomes more hard when you realize you are running out of money. I was depressed of being completely alone in my city. Recently, my parents had a business trip for their new project of making a pizza stop, and they were have to stay there for almost 2 months. Since I'm telling you about myself, I would like to tell you about that our family is a pizza lover family. My mom used to work in a pizza restaurant named My Hungry Pizza Tummy, where she was well known for her best pizza recipe. So many people used to come in that pizza restaurant to try and give reviews of my mom's handmade pizza. Sometimes even I feel super proud of my mom for her best of all time pizza making. And my dad was a manager of a pizza delivery spot where people of that area can order any kind of pizza at a limited price with extra offer at any time. So if you came that far of my story, you can feel that how we are a pizza based family. But we know that time flies and never stop for a moment. It flies as fast as possible for me too. I'm now going to be 18 years old soon, and my parents want me to get into this pizza job because I'm their only child, by which they can let their pizza business forward. Well, but I wasn't not happy for that. I was dreaming to become an engineer. To make my dreams come true, I even admitted in an engineering college for my further study. But now my parents want me to join this pizza business. They were so ambitious when they came up to me for this offer. So I couldn't let them down and make them feel upset. So what I did, decided to take the position of the manager of my dad's pizza delivery spot. And obviously due to my parents' business trip, either of them will not be able to take care of their business. So I was the only one who was have to be looked for and take care of all these things. On Saturday's morning around 6 a.m., my parents leave me in our apartment and head towards their trip. They were supposed to go to New York, Queens, but later for some reason, they headed to Elton Hills, New York, where pizza is a very common street appetizer. I was alone there in my apartment in the city because there was no other option. And after all, being an only child is all about being lonely. So it wasn't very big deal for me to live alone. Anyways, that day after my parents leave, I take nap and take a little rest because at evening tonight I was about to go in my dad's pizza station to manage all things and to direct delivery boys. My due works was also included in checking customers' bills, order chart, and workers' cleaning and duty duration, all that. Except me, there was also a guy used to work who was also managing all things with me. He was there to pick up order calls and also my co-workers as well. For informations, his name was Kevin. However, at around 6:25 p.m., I arrived at my dad's pizza stop. When I get inside the room, Kevin was already there. He saw me, said hi, and explained every work to me. My duty hours wasn't overnight, but Kevin's job as a reception guy was overnight. Because as I said earlier, that in pizza stop you can order or take parcel anytime. So since I was the manager, I was about to stay for only 6 hours from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. After working some days at my dad's pizza stop, I was having issues with money because the amount of money my parents gave to me before they left me was running out now. And also my own expenses was increasing too. So I decided to work as a reception guy instead of a manager. Now you might be thinking that why I didn't ask my parents to give me money for my expenses. The reason was I already said twice in a week for money to my parents. I even informed them that also for my classes I need money. But unfortunately, my parents responded a very bad news that they are having a very big failure in their business and their business flopped. So they might need to stay a few more months there to solve this problem. So my only option was to not bother them and find out a way to earn money. Initially, I knew that Kevin was earning money from his job, and he also told me that his salary increases when he do overnight or overtime shifts. At first, I hesitated to ask him to lend his job to me, but I also knew that he is not gonna agree or accept my request. But then I thought to ask him and that we gonna share the money between us like 50-50. According to my plan, I offered this to Kevin. At the beginning, he was kind of shocked and surprised that why I want to exchange my job with him. But I explained him my situation and finally he said yes to my offer. His yes was like a golden coin for me at that time. But things going to happen bad when I realized that my decision was so wrong that I let myself go down in a trouble by myself. My day one of Kevin's job that I switched with him was a bit confusing because he didn't tell me that except receiving call of orders I have to do another job. The job was to pick up parcels from a delivery guy who always arrived at 12 p.m. at night in this pizza stop. So this was unexpected and sudden for me. So what I was doing at my day one, sitting on a chair, which was making an absolute shit that was creating a very annoying creaking sound as I was moving my leg while sitting on that chair. Anyways, at exact 12 p.m. while waiting for my orders, I heard a motorbike sound. I got scared. Because, first of all, this was my first time doing this job in that pizza stop, and at that blind dark night.